أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way. Course 5, Lesson 4. Today we will see the Arabul Fail Mudare and the remaining part of yesterday which we left. We will start with the fail of the word. In Arabic language, all words have some original letters called the root letters. Some are extra letters having more than 3. Sometimes extra letters come for the tense change, like in yafa'alu, ifa'alu, or comes ya and hamza. Sometimes extra letter points out a file, like in fa'alu, fa'alta. In this a and wa, they are representing the file. So the root letter wise, fail has 3 types. One is called sulasi. Sulasi means 3 letters, just like fataha has 3 letters. Aslama. Does it have 3 letters or 4 letters? What do you think? I say it's salasi, but it's showing more letters. Yes, it is also salasi because the root letter is the same 3. Or they may be rubai. Rubai means when the root letters are 4. Actually, root letter are just 4 letters. Yes, zalzala. Zalzala, all the 4 letters, they are the root letter. Waswasa, all the 4 letters, the root letter. There are no extra letters. While in case Lasi, Aslama, it was having an extra letter. That was not the root letter. Try to understand. When we say Salasi, it means the root letter will be 3. Look, the word istighfar, 6 letters. But root letters are only 3. Alif, sin, ta, the extra letter. So ran, fara, only the 3. They are again called Salasi. Of course, they are called Salasi Mazid because they have X. But in case of Rubai, there is no extra letter. They are originally 4-letter words, root letters. So they are called Rubai. Rubai means 4, Salasi means 3. These are the numbers in a. And there is Khumasi, 5 letters. But actually, the 5 letters word Quran has not used. Quran has used the asma of Hamasi. Hamasi means the original root letter, they are 5. Have not come in Wasab, so we will not talk about this Hamasi. But actually, in Arabic grammar, we can say the root letter wise, there are fail or one of truth. Either originally 3 root letter, 4 root letter, and 5. Are you with me here? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this may be a new thing for you to differentiate Mazid fi from the Rubai. You may be mixing. This is a 4-letter, Waswasa is a 4 letters, so they are just like so. No. In here, we have extra letters. When we try to find the root letter, we remove these extra letters. Just like in the Istaghfara, we remove the alif inta, we find that. In Kalaba, we remove the alif nun, we find the root letter. Ikhtalafa, we remove the alif inta and we find it. But in case of Rubai, nothing has been go out. Yes, Rubai also have the Mazid fi. There may be 6 letters, 7 letters, because 4 root letter plus maximum extra letter can come with the any word 3. So there may be 7 letters, but then in that case, Rubai will have 4. There is another khamasi. In Arabic grammar, it exists and being used, but Quran has not used. So we are just studying the Quran. We will not talk about that. But we should know, we should aware about that. Then the fail can be tense-wise with the time relation. Either it is Madi, tells about some work or actions in the past tense. Just like Fataha, Allama, Astaghfar, they all are talking about the past. Or it may be Mutari, just like tells about some work or action in the present or the future tense. Just like Yafta, Yu'allim, Yastagh. So this is basically tense-wise two types. If we talk about the Salasi root letter, there may be three letters purely. I mean, the first sigha of the table have only three letters, just like Fataha, Nasara, Qala. When we say Mazid fi, there are more three letters in the past, maybe more than three letters, but not more than three. Three mean maximum 6-letter word. Just like Aslama, Allama, Hasaba, they are Mazid fi. But the root letter is the same, three of them. And the Rubai, Mujarrad maybe have 4 letters in past, just like Zalzala, Damdama, Ba'asara. Or they also have the Mazid fi, maybe having more than 3 letters in past sigha. The examples are not given here. Such field hasn't come in the Quran, so that is the reason we are not talking about it. Overall, we will not talk about the Rubai because in Mus'haf, the Rubai's words has come only 30 to 35 words. So we will leave them apart. We will go according to Sulasi. Then the verbs, root letter wise, can be divided into Sahih, mean the sound. No weak letter in the root letters. Just like Fataha, Allama, Istaghfar. Now you may ask, oh, you say there is no weak letter, but in Istaghfar there is a Hamza or Alif. No, this is extra letter. Root letter are Ghain Farah. In Ghain Farah there is no Vaw, no Ya, no Alif. And they are called Mat. Matal mean weak. Some weak letter in root letter when comes, they are called Mat. Just like Wahaba, Qala, Da. Then they are further categorized when it's come in the beginning, when it come in the middle, when it come at the end, when one weak letter come, when two come, they have different categories. And sometimes we will discuss that. Now the types of Sahih Afal. The Sahih Afals may be Salim. Salim means no Hamza or no double letter or no weak letter in the root letter. Just like Fataha, Allama, Istaghfar. Fataha is the root letter. And Allama and Lam means the root. Then Farah is the root letter. In them, you don't find Hamza or repeated letters or weak letters. Then it is called Salim. Mahmuz. Mahmuz means when Hamza appears. When Hamza letter in the root letter is found, then it is called Mahmuz. Amara, Sa'ala, Kara. When they come as a Mahmuz, they have 3 types. If Hamza coming in the beginning, we say Mahmuzul Fa, because the fi'l have 3 letters, Fa and Lam. Fa is the first letter, and is the second letter, and the Lam is the third letter. When it come in the place of Fa, we say Mahmuzul Fa. When it come in the place of Ain, just like in Sa'ala, we will say Mahmuzul Ain. When it come in place of Lam, we call Mahmuzul Lam. So Mahmuz have again 3 types. It may come in the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. we will call as per the letters of the fa and lam. Remember, these fa and lam, they are very important letters in the verb. They have their strong position. Fa is the first position, ain is the second position, lam is the third position. Either we refer anything with fa and or lam, or we refer with first position, second, or third position. When the hamza come in the first position, we say mahmuzul. When the hamza come in the second position, we say mahmuzul ain. When it's come at the third position, we call mahmuzul lam. So amara is the mahmuzul fa. Sala is the mahmuzul ain. Ra is the mahmuzul lam. The next is called mudaf. This is not that mudaf. That mudaf is mudaf ilayh. That is something else. This is mudaf. Mudaf is mean when there are two similar letters come. Double letters in the root letters. When the double letters come in the root letter, the word or the fi'l is called mudaf. Just like zanna, dalla, matha. In each word, you see two letters. So the Sahih afal, they have three categories. Salim, when no hamza, no double letters, no weak letter. Mahmuz, when hamza appears either in first position, second, or third. Or when there come the two letters. And remember, these two letters should not be the weak letter. Okay? They should be sound letter. Just like Zanna, Noon is a sound letter. Dalla, Lam is a sound letter. Masla, Sin is the sound letter because weak letters are only three, Waw, Ya, Alif. So till there, this is the one category. The second category we say Mattal. Among the Mattal, if the weak letter come in the beginning of the verb, it is called Misal. First letter is weak in root letters. Again, it's of two types. If it's waw, we will call misale wawi. When it is come ya, we call misale yai. Just like, look, wahaba is misale wawi because waw is coming. Wada is misale wawi because waw is coming. Yasira is misale yai because ya is coming. Remember, actually, weak letters are only two. Waw and ya. Alif is not the considered because it's always come in place of waw or ya. If alif appears in a verb, just like qala, zada, then actually it is not alif. It is either waw or ya. So misal is of two types. Misale wawi, misale ya. If the weak letter come in the middle, then it is called ijwaf. Ijwaf. Ijwaf is again of two types. Ijwaf wawi, ijwaf yai, because actual two root letter weak are the two, waw and ya. Middle letter is weak in root letters, just like qala, taba, zada. And now by your virtue of QC1 or the QC2, sorry, you know qala, the alif is coming in place of waw. Taba, alif is coming in place of ya. Ya or waw. Zada, alif is coming in place of ya. So actually, the position matters. Weak letters coming as second position, we will call it ajwaf. Of course, ajwaf wawi or ajwaf yai. If waw is coming, ajwaf wawi. Ya coming, ajwaf yai. The third is called naqis. Naqis means the last letter is weak in the root letter. Just like da'a, hada, radiya. Look, da'a, we know the alif is coming in place of waw. It's actually dal and waw. Hada, ya, radiya, again ya. So these are called the mattal or muttal. The mattal may be in the beginning weak letter, maybe in the middle, maybe at the end. So accordingly, they are called misal, ajwaf, and naqis. There is another word called lafif. When two weak letter come at a time in a verb, then the verb is called lafif. If the both two letter they are close each other, then it's called lafifi makroon. Makroon means kareeb, curb, near. And if they come apart from each other, that is called lafife mafrook. Mafrook means fark, difference. Just like hayya, ha, ya. Two weak letters are coming, and together they are coming close each other. Wakiya, there are two letters. One is at first position, other is second, third position. But they are different. In between, they have a sound letter. So that is called the lafifi mafrook, lafifi mafrook. So Mattal compiles these three types, and the fourth type is called lafif, in which at a time two weak letters may come in the word. They may be at the close to each other, lafif makroon. They may be apart from each other, then it's called lafif mafroon. The verb can be, or the fail can be have again two types. There are many types or many way to differentiate or types the fail or verb. Lazim and muqtadi. Lazim, such a verb which does not require a maf'ul. Tak is understood with only a fa'il, just like jalasa, zahaba, raja'a. And muqtadi is such a fail which requires a maf'ul. Tak is not understood with only a file, just like katala, akala, doraba, they need file, maful. Then fail in lazim example are zahaba, he went, dahika, he laughed, jalasa, he sat. So they are the fail lazim, no maful is required. Mutadi example, khalaka, he created, doraba, he went, akala, he ate. These verbs need some fa'il, maful, to be completed the action of the verb. No. The summary is that the fail may be salasi mujarrad. In salasi mujarrad, we saw there are 6 babs or 6 types, 6 different categories. What are they? Fataha, nasara, daraba, samiya, karuma, hasiba. They are salasi mujarrad. In these, you will find only and only 3 letters in the first form of the Mahdi, in the key of Mahdi. The second is called Salasi Mazid Fi. Among Salasi Mazid Fi, you learn there are 8 verbs. Actually, there are 16. But Quran has used only 8. So we talk about them. We leave the rest, which Quran has not taken. So anything in the grammar which is not in the Quran or Quran has not taken, we will not talk about it. But we will mention that, so we should be aware there is something like so. So in Salasi Mujarrad, remember in Arabic grammar, there are 16 babs. But in Quran, only 8 are you, and you are aware that is Babi Taf'il, Babi Mufa'ala, Babi Ifal, Babi Iftiyal, Babi Istifal, Babi Tafa'ul, and Babi. You are all aware about them. We have done it too much from QC1 to QC5. So nothing is new. Now the properties of the verb. First we'll talk the Salasi Mazid Fi. The verb of Salasi Mazid Fi have some special meanings or the characteristics. Any verb may has one or more than one property or the characteristic. Some fail may has even the all properties, and some may have some properties and some may not have the others. So that is depend on the verb. So what are the different properties which a verb or the Salasi Mazid verb can have or have the characteristic? The characteristic, if we start participation, a verb may have this characteristic when there is some comparison or some compete between two things, or gradually something happening very slow and in a sequence, or exaggerations, or contagious, mutadi, or it may be abundance, mean having the meaning of excessive something, arrangement, sequence. It may have the meaning of demand, frankness, or being the contagious, to make some contagious, and last is to be a necessary. So these are the characteristics of Allah. Some Bab may have one, some may have more than one, some may have even all. But so far, we will study only the 8. So there is no such Bab which is having all these characteristics, because the Quran has provided those complicated words which were having even these all characteristics. So our first Bab is Bab Taf'eel. The word is Ta'lim. We say Allama is the word, and the word is Ta'lim, and the Bab is Taf'eel. The Bab Taf'eel, this has only 4 characteristics out of these all characteristics. What? Making mutaddi. If you put a lazim fail, you enter that fail in the Bab Taf'eel, it becomes mutaddi. Mutaddi means it will require the maf'ul, means to do by arrangement. It also have this arranging system, doing the stepwise, slowly doing something, and meaning of execution. So these 4 characteristics are found in this Bab. When some verb is passed through this Bab, that verb may have even this all the 4 characteristics, or maybe have one or more than one characteristic. We will see the examples. For example, fahima. Fahima is a verb. Fahima, he understood. When we say fahma, he made someone understood. It have all the 4 characteristics. The making is mutadi, having the sequence. To make somebody understand, you do it stepwise. You can't teach anything in one step. It takes time. You get education, a long time is required. You spend 15 years, 10 years to get graduate. So, and slowly and gradually you say. So just like from Nazala, Nazala. Nazala, he descend. Nazala, he made something descend. It may have all the 4 characteristics of this one. Zabaha, Zabbaha. It has only 2 characteristics, arrangement and exaggeration. In Zabaha, what do? You make something to have something arranged to do its Zabah, and then you do quickly the Zabah exaggerations. So from Katala, Katala. Katala means arrangement, exaggerations. If you say Katala, he killed, it means he killed in one shoot or in one act. When we say Katala, he killed in pieces, pieces, pieces. He crushed in pieces, pieces, pieces. So that meanings come from this Bab. Now, the next Bab is Mufa'ala. We say, what is the example of Mufa'ala? Hasaba. Hasaba is the example, and the word is Muhasaba, and the Bab name is Mufa'ala. This Bab has only 3 characteristics. What? Participation, means this need 2 things to work with each other. Arrangement and the exaggerations. Let's have example. From Katala, if say Katala. Katala means he killed with somebody. He alone did not did that. He had some companion. He has some partner. Or some 2 people, they kill each other. That's come the meaning of that. All the 3 characteristics come in this word. From Jadala, Jadala. All these 3 characteristics which we saw. From Jahada, Jahada. It have only arrangement and the exaggeration. Mean do with the sequence, but with quick actions. Okay. From Hajara, Hajara. It is again the same 2 characteristics. The next one is from Aslama, we learned about Islam. and the verb is if'al. These have only two characteristics: making the imperative transitive and making the mutadi further mutadi. Making a mutadi further mutadi. Mean if one maf'ul was required, it that will require two or more maf'ul. Mutad lazim to mutadi example is kharaja, akhraja. Kharaja, he existed, exited, and akhraja, he made somebody to go exit. To make somebody to go exit, you need maf'ul that should be pushed to go out. Another example from nazala, anzala. Nazala, he descended. Anzala, he made something to descend. And that something will be the maf'ul. And make further mutadi, just like ta'ima, he ate or he cooked something. At'ama, he cooked something and needs something to be cooked. Two or more than two maf'ulis. Another example, nakaha, ankaha. Nakaha, he got nikah, he got the marriage. But ankaha, he did the marriage of other. And you know, for the marriage of some other, you need two maf'ul. In between, you will make the marriage. The husband and the wife. When you make somebody marriage, you need a couple. So that is the meaning of that. The next one is Babi Ikhtiyar. Ikhtalafa was the word. Word was Ikhtilaf, Babi is Ikhtiyar. This Bab has only three characteristics: making the transitive to imperative, and arrangement and exaggeration. Example are from kasabas iktasaba. Arrangement and exaggeration meanings are found in it. From karuba iktaraba. Arrangement and exaggerations. Samia istama'a. Again, the both characteristics are found. From janaba ijtanaba. These have all the three characteristics of this verb. Note the characteristics of making lazim to mutadi is of a few of this verb. It does not make everyone mutadi. The next is babe istifal. The verb is istaghfar. The word was istaghfar. Istaghfara is the word, istaghfar is the word, and the bab is istifal. This bab has only one characteristic, but can we have the three meanings of that one characteristic may have three meanings at a time. What? Demanding, questioning, and desiring. It has one characteristic which may give three meanings: demanding, questioning, mean asking, or desiring. Let's have example. From ghafara istaghfara, demanding and asking for forgiveness. From nasara istansara, demanding, asking help, and wanting help. Demanding example from ajala istajala. Ajala means quick. He did something quickly. Istajala, he's demanding something should be done immediately. Desiring example is from kabura istakbara. He should have a big position. He should be honored. He should have some position higher than others. The next is tafawwul, tadabbur. From tadabbur, tadabbara, tadabburi, and tafal. This bab has four characteristics: making mu'tadi to lazim, making of the meaning of takalluf, frankness, arrangement, and meaning of gradually. The example is just like from alima, ta'allama. You know that ta'lim can't be in a short time. You have to spend, even this short course, you have to spend 2.5 months. Or for this QC6, you have to spend even 10 months to 1 year. Or it may be just like from karuba takarraba. Mutadi to lazim and takalluf and arrangement, all the three characteristics are formed. And takalluf and arrangement example is from baddala tabaddala. Takalluf and arrangement and gradually all the three meaning. The example is from shabaha tashabbaha. The next bab is tafawul. Tadarus. Tadarasa is the verb. Tadarus is the word. Tafawul is the verb. It has three characteristics: participation, magnificence, and exaggeration. The examples are from kabila, takabla. Takabla means you can't compete unless there is someone. One person cannot compete. No need of compete. But there are more than one people, then there is a competition. Just like in election, if only one person is there, there is no competition. He is declared is successful. But when there are more than one participants or more than one person fighting or having the elections, then you have compete. So that is the Kabbalah. They come in front of each other. That is called participant. Example is fakhara tafakhara. One person can't tafakhara. Then when there are two or three more, then you say this one has the more wealth, this has more status, this has more power than that one. So comparison comes here. Baraka tabaraka. Allah ta'ala. The next is babe in fiyal. In kalaba. And the word is in club and babin. This bab has only one characteristic. It makes mu'tadi to lazim. Just the example is from sarafa in sarafa. Sarafa means he expand. In sarafa, he made someone to expand. Kata in kata. Kata means he cut. In kata, he made someone to cut. Hadama in hadama. In hadama, he broke something. He thrown something. He destroyed something. In hadama, he made someone to make something destroyed. Kasara in kasara. So this was all about the bab characteristic. Let's to talk something about the fail ma'lum or ma'ruf. The fail whose file is known is called fail ma'lum or fail ma'ruf, or it's called the active verb. For example, khalaqallahu al-arda. Khalaqa is the verb. Allah is the file because it's marfu. So file is known. So we will say the khalaqa is here. The fail ma'lum. It is fail ma'lum because the file is known. So khalaqa is the fail and Allah is the file. Another example. Akala rajulu al-faikah. The man ate the fruit. Man ate the fruit. Now we know who is eating. Man. So here we can say akala is the fail and arajul is the file, who is eating the fruit. I'm not eating the fruit, okay? The man is eating. The next is fail majhul. The fail whose file is not known is called the fail majhul, passive voice. Here the file is unknown. For example, in this situation, marfu word comes after the fail is actually marfu or marfu. That is called naib file. And that marfuism is called, not called the file, it is called naib file. Let's have an example. Khuliqal insana. Man was created. We know man is created, but who created? It's not mentioned here. So that means the file is unknown. And the insan which is coming as a marfu, it is not file. It is actually naib file. It is coming in place of the file. So it is marfu, but actually it's maful. You remember the maful is always mansub, fatha sign. But this is showing dhamma. Naib file is always marfu. So we will say khalaq is the fail and insan is the naib file. Another example. Okay, lati al-fakiyatu. Fruit was eaten. Somebody ate. But who ate? We don't know the person that one fruit was eaten. So alat is the fail and al-fahika is the naif. Look, the al-fahikatu marfu, but it is naif. It's not file. Another unzil al-Quran. Unzil al-Quran. Quran was revealed. Here the unzila is anzala is the fail majhul and the al-Quran is the naif. So let's talk about something qawaid. Qawaid means rules. The rules of some things. What that if fail ma'loom related is toward the file is unknown in the fail majhul or the relation fail is toward the maf'ul. So this is a difference between fail ma'loom and fail majhul. In one the file is known, in other the file is not known, but some relation is known. In maf'ul, fail maf'ul, the fail comes as per the gender of the file. For the male words will come for female, the female. For the singular, for dual, the dual. For the plural, of course. In case of majhul, comes as per the gender of the fail. It comes at the what is the fail is what? Is the fail is siga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14. Accordingly, the majhul, the naib file will come like that. Due to coming in place of file, the maf'ul is called naib file. We have discussed that. Just like the Arab of naib file will be marfu, though it is maf'ul, but its file in being naib file, it will have the rafa sign because it comes in place of file. Now, what are the fail majhul in Salasi Mujarrad? In Mahdi, the pattern is called fu'ila. The first letter of Dhamma, second of Kasra, the last letter Fatha. In Mudari, the pattern is Yufa'alu, the first letter Dhamma, the letter before the last letter of Fatha. Now we will have some example. For example, Futiha, he was open. Futiha, the two were open. Futihu, they all were open. Futihatta, you were open. Futihatuma, you two were open. Futihatum, you all were open. For the feminine, Futihat, she was open. Futihata, the two females were open. Futihna, they all females were open. Futihati, you one female were open. Futihatuma, you two females were open. Futihatum, na, you all females were open. For the first person, Mutakallib, Futihatu, I was open. Maybe male or female. Futihna, we two were, or we all were open. Maybe male or female. So this is the fail Mahdi. So Bab is Fataha, the root letter is Fataha, and the masdar is Fatah. You did the 60. Fataha, Yaftahu, Ifta, Fatun, Maftun, Fatah. Okay, this is the Mahdi. Let's have a Mudari example. Yuftahu, he is open or will be open. Yuftahane, they two are open or will be open. Yuftahuna, they all are open or will be open. Tuftahu, you are open or will be open. Tuftahane, you two are open or will be open. Tuftahuna, you all open or will be open. What about the family? Tuftahu, she is open or will be open. Tuftahani, they two females are open or will be open. Yuftahna, they all females are open or will be open. Tuftahina, you are female opens or will be open. Tuftahani, you two females are open or will be open. Tuftahna, you all females will be open. For the first person, Uftahu, I am open or I will open. Nuftahu, we are open, or we too are open, or will be open. Bab is fataha, the root letter is fataha, the masdar is fatahun, and meaning is to open. So this was the table for the majhul, madi and mudar. We have already done these tables in QC2 and some part in QC4. They are not new thing. Yes, the complete table is shown here too, with all the 14 sigha. Next is the weight or the wazn of fi'l majhul in salasi mazid. Making fi'l majhul from salasi mujr rules are like the salasi mujr. The first, in past, the first letter will have dhamma, fa kalma, at the first position. In past, kasra will come because the ain kalma or the second letter or the second position. In past, the fatha on the last letter, the lam kalma. The same rule is applied in the madi for the salasi mujarrad. The same is applied here. In bab mufa'ala except and tafa'al after the fa kalma, alif will change with waw. That is an exceptional rule. You have to memorize. In mudare, what is the rule for the majhul? On the first letter will be dhamma, and first letter in this case will be the sign of mudare, lamat. On the last, the letter before the last letter will be actually ain kalma, the second position. That will have a fatha. There will be no change in the rest letters except these two changes. Let's have example. From allama, ulima. From hasaba, usiba. From aslama, uslima. From ikhtalafa, ukhtilifa. From istaghfara, ustighfara. From tadabbara, tudabbira. From inkalaba, unkaliba. This is the madi. What about the mudari? Yu'allimu, yu'allamu. Yuhasibu, yuhasabu. Yuslimu, yuslamu. Yukhtalifu, yukhtalafu. Yastaghfiru, yustaghfaru. Yatadabbaru, yutadabbaru. Yatadabbaru is with fatah. Yutadabbaru with dhamma. The rest is the same. Yankalibu, yunkalabu. So the first letter, that is actually the sign of mudari. It had dhamma, and the letter before the last letter have fatha in all. Now, the actually lesson start today. This all was supposed to be covered yesterday due to shortage of time or lack of my own the explanation. I took more time, so that part was missed. Alhamdulillah. Let's start the today's lesson now. I'rab of faili mudari. You know, fail may be mabni, just like faili madi, faili amr, faili nahi, and the mudare with lam ta'khid. When they come, they are mabni. And it may be mu'arrab. Faili mudare is mu'arrab except the lam ta'khid with nun mushaddad. So mabni example is just like fataha, iftah. Fatah is the madi, iftah is the amr, ta taftah is the nahi, and the lam with nun mushaddad example is la yaftah. What about the mu'arrab example? Yaftahu, yaftahuna, taftahu, taftahuna, aftahu, naftahu. So this all is mu'arrab. Mu'arrab means they have more than one position, one form, more than one form. We will see soon. Now the changes in the fi'l mudari is like the ism. There are three changes in fi'l. Mean the i'rab of fi'l is three types. Like the ism, the i'rab status of fi'l is maybe marfu, it may be mansub, mean the dhamma, fatah, and it may be majzoom, mean having jazm, sakun. The fi'l can never be majzoom. If you see kasra below a fi'l, Remember, this is coming for joining to the other word. Otherwise, the fail will not show any kasra sign. This is much. So the Arab of mudare or the fail are marfu, mansub, majzum. Yes, the ism has three Arab, marfu, mansub, majrur. So this is the difference between the ism and fail. Ism has the jar, majzum, and fail has a sakun, jazm, so it's majzum. There is no change at the end of the fail mazi being mabni. The third state of the Arab of ism is state of the jar, but in fail it is state of jazm. We discussed. Jazm can't come at the end of a ism and no jar at the end of the fail. That is understood. Note, the jar which seen at the end of a fail is joined into with the next letter. I explained you. If you see a kasra below fail, it is just to join. That is called temporary kasra. Now the important explanation, just like ism and fail are different in respect of changing Arab. The words which causes change in ism is rafa nasja. Dhamma, fatha, kasra. Rafa, nasja. And what is called marfu, mansub, majrur. For the fail, the reason may be different. Similarly, the signs of rafa nasja differs from ism or fail. Let's to have the haruf nasba, the mudare, which come and give a nas sign to the mudare. Four words takes fail mudare in state of nas. One is called an. An means that. Lan, not at all. Lame kai, lam with kasra. So that. Hatta. Hatta means until. Remember, the hatta may come as a harf jar if it's followed after it is some majrur. It may come as a nasib, giving the nas fatha when the word mudare comes in front of it. So fa sababiyya means the reason of the fa. Such fa which comes before the fail mudare. After that, fail mudare in the state is always nas. After this fa, there is an masdariya mazuf. Actually, after this fa, there is a an which is not visible. And that an is giving actually the fatha on the mudari. This fa gives the meanings of fa'i illat and the tail. It means fail after the first fa is result before it. And before this fa, some fail nafi or fail talab may come. In fail talab, following a fall comes. Three fails verbs comes. Tarji, tamanna, istafa, nahi, amar. These all actually comes. These are different type of verbs. We will study some at this stage. Let's have some talk about the afali talab. Afali talab basically demanding something. Amar, to order or command. Nahi, to forbid something. Istafam, to question and ask something. And tamanna means to wish for impossible things. Just like one say, if I was a child, the 80 age, a person say, I wish I was a child. It's not possible he can go be in the teenager or below the teenager. So that is called taman. He can wish, but this thing will not happen. That is taman. Tarji is to wish for possible thing. Say that person say, I may have a food. I wish I would have a food. Yes, it's possible. He can eat. He can eat something. I wish I would have a house, such. That I wish that can be full. But if he wished, I had a house in the past. If he had not had the house or all the life he has spent on the renting, so that is impossible. But yes, in future, this when there is a possible thing which can happen, that is called tarji. When it's not possible, that's called taman. So these are the 5 terms which we have used. So the example is for the nafi, negation. La yuqda alayhi fayamutu. Nahi example. Kulu min tayyibati ma razaqtum wa la tatghaw fi fayahillu alaykum ghadabi. Here it is fayahillu. After the fa, look the yahilla. Yahillu has come fatha. Istafhamia. فهل لنا من شفاء فيشفه لنا أو نرد فنعمل. Here it is coming for the questions. تجي لعله يزكى ويذكر فتنفعه الذكرى. Again, look, tanfa. After the fa, there is actually in, which is given from tanfahatu, tanfahu. The ain is taking the fatha. Tamanna example. Falau anna lana karratu fanakuna min al-mu'min. So when they kuffar or mushkin in the day of judgment say, if we have sent, we will be the Muslim. That is impossible. They will be not sent back to the world. So that is tamanna. Yes, no, sorry. That is the tamanna, which is not possible. Now, what is the rule for it? This is original letter giving nas to the fi'l mudari. This gives mandatory nas to the fi'l mudari. Lan, it is also give a fatha. Fi'l mudari give the nas, but it takes the meaning to the future. Meanings in the future and make meanings negative and strong, put stress. So these are the changes of lan. It changes the word from dhamma to fatha. It takes the meaning to the future in negation and it will be strong. Let's have an example from the Quran. This one. Inna Allah la yastahi an yadriba masala. An yadriba. It was yadriba. Due to an, it has become yadriba. And the meanings go to the future and negation and strength. وَيَقْتَوْنَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِأَنْ يُوصَلَ وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. It was yusalu, and changed to yusala. And the meaning went to the future, negation and stress. وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَنْ تَذْبَحُوا بَقَرَةً قَالُوا أَتَتَّخِذُنَا هُزُوًا قَالَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ أَنْ أَكُونَ مِنَ الْجَاهِلِينَ أَنْ تَذْهَبُوا. It was تَذْهَبُونَ and came nun is drop. That is the change of nas. Nun drop either is a nas or the jazm. But we know the an causes nas, so here it is the nas. An akuna, it was akunu, because the mudari single word always have dhamma then. It has fatha due to an. And the meaning go to change somewhere. The next ayah is, which one? وَمَنْ أَسْلَمَ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ أَنْ يُذَكَّرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ وَيُذْكَرَ فِي خَرَابِهَا. يُذَكَّرُ, the change into fatha. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَنْ نُؤْمِنَ لَكَ حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ جَهْرَةً. نُؤْمِنُ due to lan change to the fatha and to the meaning to the future with negation and strong. We will never ever believe. Okay. وَقَالُوا لَن تَمَسَّنَا النَّارَ إِلَّا أَيَّامًا مَعْدُودَةً. Tamassa. Tamassa. Na is a zamir. Remove the zamir. Tamassa. Tamassa. Sin is showing fatha. It was tamassu. Lan changes tamassa. Never will touch us. Will. Future. The lamiki comes before the fi'l mudari. Actually, after it is the n is mahzuf, gives the meaning of cause. Just like وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُضِيعَ إِيمَانَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ بِالنَّاسِ لَرَءُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ. It was يُدَعُوا, the lam which comes lam kasra, that is lam kay. It changed it to fatah. كِتَابٌ أَنزَلْنَاهُ إِلَيْكَ مُبَارَكٌ لِيَتَدَبَّرُوا ayati wa la yatazakkaru. It was yatadabbaruna. Lam came, lam with kasra, noon is drop. It was yatazakkaru. Lam came, change the dhamma into fatha. Now the hatta. Used in two ways. Either is used as a harf jar or it is used as a harf nasib. How you differentiate? When the harf jar, after it there will be always a ism mashhur. Nasib, after it will be always a fi'l mudari, or having the nasib. Before the ism comes as a harf jar, just like tamatta'u hatta hin. Look after hatta hin. Hin is a zarf ism coming majroor hin is asra. Before the fi'l mudari come as a harf nasib, just like hatta yatabayyana lakumul khaytul abdu min al khaytul aswad min al fajr. It was tabayyana. It was tabayyana. So hatta is giving tabayyanu. No, the dhamma is gone to the fatha. Meaning at both places the same. Hatta meaning is the same until. It either is coming as a harf jar or it is coming as a nasib. The meaning of hatta does not change. More examples from the Quran. وَلَنْ تَرْضَ عَنْكَ الْيَهُودَ وَالنَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُمْ. تَتَّبِعُوا, changing to تَتَّبِعَ. And as after the hatta, a verb mudari is coming. So here the hatta is nasib, giving nas fatha. The next is haruf jazma mudari, which give the jazm to the mudari. Again, there are four letters which take the fi'l mudari into state of jazm. One is lam. Lam means not. Lame amal. That is also with kasra. Desired that. Lamma. Not yet. La nahi. Not or did not. Let to have their examples. The lam, it gives a nas, comes before the fi'l mudari. Meaning of mudari is taken into the past and make the meanings negative, and at the end gives a jazm. Just like Inna allazina kafaru sawa'un alayhima anzartum am lam tunzirhum la yu'minun. Here is lam. It was tunziru. Tunziru. Sakun is given. And meaning say to past and strong negations. The next is lame amr with lam kasra. It also comes in the beginning of for making the amr from the mudari ghaib or mutakallim. Just like in the beginning lam and at the end of jazm is added. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا. Actually, the lam, it comes with fa or wow. It was ya'buduna. When the lam amr came, it removed the lam. Now the la nahiya. La nahiya is very easy. In the beginning, add la for making fi'l amr nahi, and at the end add jazm. Just like وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. If after the la, a verb mudari come, and this mudari verb has change of sakun. In plural, of course, drop of noon is a sakun of nas as well as the jazm. Then we say it's nahiya. If after the la, there is no change in the mudari, single the dhamma is showing, the plural showing the noon, then it means it is la nafiya. Nafi. That is not the amr. La nahiya is the amr. Ordering, don't do that. And nahi is not do. رَبَّنَا لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا وَهَبْ لَنَا مِن لَّدُنكَ رَحْمَةً إِنَّكَ أَنتَ الْوَهَّابُ. تُزِغْ. It was تُزِغُ. La came, it took the dhamma, put the sakun jaza. So la tuzigh. So that is the fi'l nahi. Now the negation from past up to the time of taking, we use the word lamma. Negation from the past till talking, at the end adding the jazm, possible after make talking time. Yes, what is the difference in lam and lam? When somewhere the lam is used, it means that thing will close. That thing has not paused. That thing has not happened in the past, and that will not happen in future. Mean it has a closure. But when the lamma come, it says this thing has not happened in the past. Still, we are talking now. But this is possible after this time, something may happen, or this thing may happen. That is the lamma. Let's have the example. قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. Look, يدخل. It was يدخلوا. Lamma, give it the sukun. But as the lam has sakun, al-iman, the lam has sakun, istamai saknen, so two sakin, so we have to do to join with the harka. If the word with joining is hum and kum, we give dhamma. If it's min, we give a fatha. The rest we give kasa. So yudkhulu, it have a kasa. This kasa is temporary. This is the tajweez kasra. It's not the grammar kasra. So this is for to join them, to pronounce them. Otherwise, this is sakin. Yadkhul. Actual word here is yadkhul. And it was originally yadkhulu due to lamma. Now, what is that? Lamma means this thing has not happened yet, but it is possible it will happen in the future. So the jazma mudare, which give the jazm, following words give the meaning of conditional along the jazm. In, if, ma, whatever, man, who, enama, where. So these are the additional words which also causes jazm. They give a mudare, a sakun, jazm. Now the second topic of the today is shartu jawabu shart. We have done this in QC5 something, so it's not new thing. As conditional sentence has two parts. First part is called shart, the second part is called jawab shart. Just like iza ra'ayta khalid. This is the shart. When you see the khalid, so what you should do? Fa'asalu anil kitab. Ask him about the book. If you see, if you don't see, don't ask. So that is the shart and jawab shart. In the following situation, fa will come on the jawab shart. If the jawab shart is a jumla ismiya, or it is a fi'l amr nahi istifham in the inshaiya, then fa is used. Just like iza jahtata fanjahu madu. Look, anjahu is a mudari verb. So fa has been used with the shart, jawab shart. So jumla ismiya, it's have again that. Iza dakhala ahdakum al-masjid falyarka'u rak'atayn qabla al-dhuhr. Again, falyarka'u. Yarka'u is a mudari verb. So fa has been used here. So fa is in jawab shart normally used when after it's a ism, jumla ismiya, or when it is a mudari verb comes. When someone among you enter the mosque, pray 2 rakah before sitting. So this is the meaning of this ayah. This is actually hadith. إِذَا وَجَدْتَ الْمَرِيدُ نَائِمًا فَلَا تُوقِظْهُ. If you find sick sleeping, don't awake him. This is also a hadith. Here again, it is coming as a nahya. إِذَا رَأَيْتُ بَلَالًا فَمَاذَا أَقُولُ لَهُ. What I should say to Bilal when see him? It's question. So these are the sentences when they come after the shart. When they come after the shart in the form of jumla ismiya, in istifhamiya, or is the nahiya or the amriya, then we use fa. The next topic is jumla shartiya has 3 things. One is called ada'u shart. That is the harf shart. Harf shart, just like in. And the second is the shart, condition. That is called failul shart, just like azhab. And then come the jawabul shart, mean the condition answer. So the jumla ismiya may have three parts: adaw shart, failul shart, jawab. Sometimes jawab shart is not there. Only ada and fail is there. And the jawab shart is presumed. It is mahzuf, just like azhab. So look, if you go, I will go. So this is the shart, this is the jawab shart. If no shart, no jawab shart. So adai shart, what could be the words come or used as a adai shart? They may be jazim, which gives a jazm, just like in nahar. They may be asma, just like man, ma, mata, aina, ayu, or the mahma. So these are asma, these are, and there may be ghair jazm. Ghair jazm, they don't change the word, they don't bring the jazm. They, in among ism is isa. In harf is the law. We say law harf shart. Actually, it does not change the verb. No, what is the difference in isa and law? Isa and law don't change any in the following words. Just like إذا رأيت خالد فأسأله عن الكتاب. Look, إذا came, رأيت, no change, because this is jazim. If it was given jazm, it was رأيت. This should have changed. إذا سألك عبادي عني فعل إني قريب. إذا سأل, it's not changing any jazm. إذا جاء نصر والفتح, or the إذا جاء رمضان فتحت أبواب الجنة. It's a hadith. So جاء, it's again no change, because the Madi had fatah at that. Sa'ala, Madi had fatah at that. So there is no change. The example of law, la wajadta najahna la najahta. Again, there is no change. Law araftu annaka maridun ma ta'akhartu. No change. Law sameta al qissatul bakkat. If you have heard this story, you would have wept. Okay. Next is adatul shart jazima. That conditional word which gives the jazm to the fail mudare. If shart jawab is fail mudare, make it is majzoom. Just like in tansurullah yansurukum. Tansur is a shart condition. Answer is yansurukum. Look, in has changed the both. It was tansuruna, yansuru. So it had become in tansuru. Noon is gone. It has come yansur. Dhamma is gone. You know, the in manma when come, they have two chopper. They act on the shart as well as jobs. They act the two words in a sentence. The next one, man ya'mal misqala zarratin kharayyan. It was ya'malu. It was yarau. Both have been chopped. So what are the adai shart jazima, which give a jazm? It may be a harf, just like in. It means if. We are revising it, okay? Asma, it means man, mean who. Ma mean who. Mata mean when. Aina mean where. Ayu mean whoso. Mahna mean who. So these are the meaning of this word. The next topic is Amaru Jawabi Amar. In the answer of fail Amar is fail Mudare, that also become in a state of jazm. We have talked about it. The in man ma when come, they chop two words. فَدَعْ فَأَدْعُ لَنَا رَبَّكَ يُخْرِجْ لَنَا مِمَّا تُنْبِتُ الْأَرْضُ. Adu, it was adu. Wow has gone. Yukhrij, it was yukhriju. So this verb has got the shart and jawab shart, both has been changed. If shart jawab is fail mudare, make it also jazm. In the answer of fail amar is fail mudare, that also becomes a state of jazm we talked about. This was the example. Now, the condition of mazum of jawab amr. If they come in sequence, first amr, then the jawab amr. That is the normal sequence. Amr, then the jawab amr. Fail mudare become result of the talab due to the fail talab, or becomes the cause. And no fa with fail mudare. In that case, there will be no fa. Previously, we saw where the fail come when in the jawab shar there is jumla ismiya, or when there is a jumla amriya, when there is a jumla of istafamiya, when there is a jumla of nahiya, the fa comes. But in this case, when the fi'l amr, the job amr is coming, demanding something, then fa does not come there. Habli min ladunka waliya. Look, habli min, this word is coming min. Min is a shar. Dul, dun is the chain between that, but there is no fa. Though after that, ladun is a verb or ism. Yes, what is it? Ism. So that is not. Yarisu min ali yaquba. Again here the verb is coming. But after min ali yaquba, al is a ism. Jumla ismiya. So no fa is used here. We say the mudari has 4 states. The normal mudari, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, afalu, tafalu, nafalu, tafalu. When some choppers come, are called the jazm come, mujazm come. What are they mujazm? They may be lam, lamma, in, man, ma, harfu shart, fal, wal. Then the word changes. Yaf'al, yaf'alu, taf'al, af'al, taf'al, naf'al, taf'alu, naf'al, taf'al. When the hammer comes, what are the hammer? It may be lan, an, hatta, or it may be lame amr, lame ta'lil, lame ta'kid. Then the verb becomes yaf'ala, yaf'alu, taf'ala, af'ala, taf'alu, naf'ala, taf'al. So these are 3 straight. The 4th is with lame ta'kid. When the lam with nun mushaddad comes, then the 4th straight rises. La yafalanna, la yafalunna, la tafalanna, la afalanna, la tafalunna, la nafalanna, la tafalanna. So these are the 4. Let's to pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallah wa bihamdika. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. If you people have any question, you are welcome. Otherwise, we will have the last grammar session tomorrow. And after that, from the Wednesday, we will start the QC6 for the new coming batch. The previous batch, which is merged in that, they will have the revision, and the new batch will have the fresh part. Yes, if you people have any questions, your questions are. I know grammar is difficult. It's not easy to. But remember, the only thing which will help you to understand, make you notes of each lesson. They should be so brief, so handy. Say, if I say, what are the jazma? You just open some page and say, oh, these 4 are the jazim. These are the nasib. If I say, what are the something, you just open that thing and say, oh, this is. Or you revise yourself. Just so your note should be short, ready, and tagged. The moment you open that tag, you immediately read that required. And this will increase in your knowledge and quick understanding and memories. Or the second way is just teach. When you teach something, you tell somebody something, and you do it repeatedly, then that becomes your part of memory. Repetition is the answer. Either you revise it many times at your own, or you when tell something, you try to explain something, you learn and you get memorized that. So these are only two things. Either you teach or you do a practice. So if you people have no any questions, so let me to call it the day, and tomorrow inshallah we will have the same last session of the grammar. And if you will desire, I will see if we have some time. We still, we don't have any time still because 2 days, Monday, tomorrow will be the Tuesday, you will have the last class. And from Wednesday, we will start the QC1 Quran part. So you have not got that. Yes, if you people desire or require something, we will add little that part or explanation or queries in our Quran parts. When we have the Quran lessons, I will try to make for the 5-10 minutes at the end for the grammar points or the questions to answer your questions as required. So that is possible. In each class, we may have the some part of the class or some time for the grammar related or the important aspect and rules of the grammar. So with this, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, sorry. We close the session. Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. الله حافظ.